Greetings, my abundant seed family. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to episode number 2 of our YouTube Sunday for 2023. Man, I'm so excited as to what 2023 will bring for us, with God being the center of our plans. How did you guys bring in the new year? What special resolutions you have made? Have you been one to make resolutions? How do you plan to keep them? Do you have an accountability partner? Now, some of you in 2022 were saying, next year, I will do so and so. Well, this is the next year that you spoke about. 2023, it is in fact here. This is the year and this is the time that you are going to put those words into action. Are you ready? It is time to make the shift. That is what we're going to use as our topic today. It is time to make the shift. But let me say this very, very, very early in our discussion. If you keep doing the things that you have always done, you will continue to get the results that you have always had. Let me repeat that again. If you keep doing the things that you have always done, you will continue to reap the results that you have always had. This is why it's so important when I say it is time to make the shift. Every action you take in 2023 would be determined by the thoughts that you have. Why do I say that? You may ask, why do you say that, Lester? Because in Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7 it says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So you are a result of the thoughts that you have. This is why it's so important for us to make the shift. The shift I am speaking about is a mental shift that would result in some physical actions. Remember what we are based on? We are based on the fact that out of Psalms chapter 1. So it is so important, if we want to be blessed in 2023, we have to know the thoughts that we have. Would your thoughts be thoughts that would lead to blessings? Think about it. Would your thoughts lead to blessings? Blessed is the man who does not walk. Who are you walking with? Blessed is the man who does not stand. Who are you standing with? Blessed is the man who does not sit. Who are you sitting with? So it is important for you to start thinking, who do I walk with daily? What conversations are we carrying out? Are they taking me, or would they take me to fulfill my resolutions or my plans for 2023? Who do I stand with? Who do I sit with? Are they going to take me to that blessed place? So this is why it's so important for us to make that shift. But it starts in the mind. You cannot afford to waste time this year with people who are not aligned with who you want to become. Because for you to achieve what you set out to achieve, You have to become that person. And it starts in the mind. So in 2023, your mindset is very important. We have also already established that as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Have a heart-to-heart conversation. You and you. You know, sometimes we think out things aloud. This is a good time to think these thoughts out aloud. Are these people that I associate with, that is, as I said before, walk with, stand with, sit with, add to my blessings? Or do they take away from my blessings? Do they allow me to think on things that are pure, things that are just, things that are right? Or am I going to regress? Am I going to progress or regress based on the people I walk with, stand with, and sit with? This is not a year for you and I to spend time. Spending time is like going to the mall and going on a shopping spree. So you just go spend, and when you get home, you start asking yourself, did I really need this? And so after spending time and sitting and standing and walking with these people, what did you gain from it? And so this is why it's so important to understand, to live this blessed life is to make that shift. I'll tell you this. Do not waste time or give your times or give or try to give advice or correct a fool. Yes, I said a fool. Because a fool has already decided and said in his heart that there is no God. This journey calls for faith. This mind shift journey calls for faith. And we know that the fool does not believe that there is a God. And we establish in the Bible that without faith, it is impossible to please God. So the fool is not one that you would want to spend time with, because you cannot regain time. What is lost is lost. The good thing is that we have a God who redeems time. So do not waste that time spending it or trying to give advice to a fool, because he would reject you. Spend the time with a wise man. Spend some time understanding Solomon. Spend some time understanding Jesus. And so get involved in with people who are like-minded. Iron sharpens iron. Yes, you know that. Iron sharpens iron. So get involved with the right counsel. Walk with the right people. Stand with the right people. Sit with the right people. Encourage an audience that would grow you. So when you give advice to a wise man, he would accept it. You know why? Because he or even she understands that wisdom is the principal thing. And in getting, we should all get wisdom. So these are some simple concepts, but very powerful. They may seem very simple, but they are very, very, very powerful. If you start associating with people who will take you and encourage you in the right direction, you will just start growing and moving to fulfill that resolution that you have set out, you would grow. You would be able to look back on 2023 and recognize that where you started is not where you finish, but you are at a higher trajectory in Christ, in becoming the person that God has intended for you to be. But in order to do that, this is also very important. How do you start your day? How you start anything will determine how you finish it. There must be some follow through. Most of us would believe, or we heard, how we finish. It is always important how we finish, but it is more important how we start. Let me tell you why. Job chapter 38, 12 to 13 said, when Job was going through all his stuff, God said to him, have you commanded the morning since your day began, and caused the dawn to know its place? Have you commanded your morning and caused the dawn to know its place, so that light may get hold of the corners of the earth and shake the wickedness of the night out of it? We have to understand the importance of commanding our morning, the importance of setting up the day for success. Most of us remember the story, or should be aware of the story, of Paul and Silas when they were in prison. It was at midnight that they began to sing praises unto God. A lot of things happen after the midnight hour, and if we don't get up early enough, if we don't arise early enough to set the day, our entire day could go awry. I used to wonder why my mom used to be up 4:35 in the morning singing and praising God. I now understand. And so if you are a late sleeper and you want to accomplish the things that you have set out for 2023, one of the things that you would also have to do is to command your morning, to make the shift, to make that mental shift. Guys, if this video has blessed you in any way, share it with someone. When you share this video with someone, what you do is that you help the algorithms so that it would pop up on other person's feed so that they can also benefit. If you like the video as well, it will also help the video and this family that we are creating, the Abundant Seed family, reach more people so that we can impact